Good morning from a hacienda above the beautiful town of Copacabana in Bolivia. Let me start my tour by walking out of the bathroom. Didn't want you to miss any details of this exceptional space. I'm so surprised that for just $20 I was able to stay here. And what a pity, as you can see, I not only had 2 beds, but in fact I had 4, 2 separate rooms and a connected bathroom. How I came to stay in this space is a bit unusual. Recall that I applied for a Bolivian tourist visa, and part of that application process required that I book something in the country before I arrived to the consulate or the border to actually get that visa. Normally, I arrive to a property and check it out. I don't book in advance, so I arrive to reception, usually close to dark, ask a few questions, and sometimes tour the room as well. In this case, I used booking.com, and I rolled the dice, in essence, and I chose this one and arrived last night, sight unseen. As I walked through the property, as you can see, it's spectacular, a former hacienda. Now it's a space where people can come and stay. And by the way, it is a steep climb and then some stairs to these doorways. This morning, coming out of Copacabana, I have to go back to 14K, about 1,300 feet, over about 6 miles. 1,200 feet behind me, 6 and a bit more miles total. So I'm over that climb. There's one more of significance, a 2-mile climb, but otherwise it should be reasonable. I'm now descending down, back to the elevation where I started this morning, about 12,600 feet. That is to the shore of Lake Titicaca. At that point, I will climb onto a ferry boat and make my way to the opposite bank and then continue mostly southward, deeper into Bolivia. Well, this is an unusual experience. I can't say I've ever had an identical one where a bus has been loaded onto a creaky barge of sorts with gaps in the floorboards, nails bent over, and we are hauling the bus and my carbon fiber bike, in addition to myself, and one auto with several personas from one side to the other. It's a 1 kilometer gap. Both sides are in Bolivia. The side I'm leaving could take me back to Copacabana if I chose, and the side that I'm heading to will take me about another 40 miles, I'm thinking, today, and likely to a community that's also on the shores of Lake Titicaca, like Copacabana. It's such a cool space. It's so beautiful that I think I will ride a shorter day today, though I'll likely get there at close to 3 given how many stops I made for video footage. But nonetheless, a shorter day. And then tomorrow I'll close the gap to El Alto and well beyond, though I may stop in that town, which is adjacent to La Paz. Caldo de pollo today. Delicious. I restrained myself and I did not get the segunda, the second part of the typical afternoon meal, which I think is a smart idea. I normally don't even have a meal in the middle of the day, but I'm so curious, and usually I'm hungry these days, that I can't often resist that second plate. First the soup, then the plate. And today I did, and I think that's bueno. Fortunately, I'm a warm-blooded creature, so I took 2 of the blankets off the bed and I stacked them under the mattress.